Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 70 of My Mom Sandy.
What the hell is that?
We're your hosts. I am Josh Fasten, and the woman next to me is 49, going on 67, going on 4. This is My Mom Sandy.
I don't like where this is going. Hello.
God, you make it sound so like
how are you?
like set up. Well, I don't really like where this is gonna go.
Yeah, well, what's with the voice, by the way? You sound like a WWE wrestler.
I don't know. I felt like I was bringing it in, you know?
Randy,
I also feel like I'm a little
Randy Savage.
Macho Man. I also feel like I have like a little tickle in my throat.
Yeah. Well, it's been windy around here lately, so I think that, that kind of stirs up the springtime pollen. Exactly. So, I'm kind of a little nasally as well.
So we didn't do an episode last week. Sam came down from Oakland, and I actually wanted you guys to do an episode together, but I guess it just wasn't really well received. It wasn't happening.
Well, no, it's just there was a bunch of other stuff that had to be done. Plus, she worked while she was here. She works from home now, so she worked here a couple days, and we had to get her car done. And
what you're saying is that she did not have time for My Mom Sandy.
She had time to spend with your mom, Sandy, but she didn't have time for the My Mom Sandy podcast.
Got it.
Besides, who would introduce me like you do?
No, that's you would introduce
Randy
her.
Savage.
It's like passing the torch a little bit. Did you enjoy? Did you have fun with her? Was it nice? I hung out with her a couple nights, but was it a good?
We had a nice breakfast together.
We did.
Three of us.
No fights.
Yeah. No fights. It was fun. It was light and airy and laughy. We did a little laughy. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I enjoy both of my kids. I wish that she lived down here.
But who's your favorite? If you had to pick one right now, you'd have gun to your head. Who's your favorite kid? Honestly.
Well, if I'm telling you, it's you.
There
and
you
if
go.
I'm telling her, it's her. So
you heard it here first.
That's it. That's the diplomatic way to do it.
All right, so let's get into something here because to be completely transparent, I saw you earlier today, and
yes, you did.
We spoke about some stuff. There's been some issues, some things happening, and I feel like it's been going on for like the last maybe year or two, maybe a little bit longer. But I feel like as you get older, you become.
Are you gonna tell me? I'm. Go ahead.
As you get older, you become more and more helpless. And
yes,
and I
childlike.
More childlike, and I don't quite understand how it's happening. Like even like common sense things. Like what did you ask me today? You said, I said because so Mother's Day is coming up. So was this? I guess what? Well, next week is this early? Are we wishing? Is it this Sunday?
It's this Sunday. Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm not crazy enough to not know that. But
all right, so happy early Mother's Day, and then next week we'll say happy late Mother's Day. So I said that. So you're this freak now about you buy this pre-owned brand new Honda CRV, and you like wash it every week, and then like every other day, like it'll get dusty, and you're like I gotta get the dust off the car. Like the dust is like deteriorating the car.
Okay, well first of all. You exaggerated a little because I don't wash it every week. I probably wash it like once a month, but it is a fucking ordeal.
It's an ordeal, right? And you get out and you have a step ladder.
The fucking step ladder.
Right. You're short. For people who don't know, what are you? 4'4"? How tall are you?
3'2".
3'2". So you're 3'2". So you're on the step ladder. Plus you have your stilts, and you're washing the car. And I think. And I'm
dangling on the step ladder with my stilts.
We connect you to a bungee cord and you hop off the balcony and you just jump up and down with a sponge. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass. But then you get like in between car washes, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe how dusty my car is. Like the dust is like hurting it.
Car. I'm going to tell you right now, if I had a choice to do it over again, I'd never get a dark colored car.
What color would you get?
I would get white. And you know why I'd get white? Because if I wash it once a month and keep it in the fucking garage, which I do, there's no dirt on it.
I don't know. Peter has a white car. His car's filthy all the time. So
does he park it in the garage?
He does. He parks in the garage. So
does he ever wash it?
He washes it all the time, probably more than you wash it. So what I was saying to you was I was like, me and Sam want to get you a unlimited monthly car wash thing for like, I don't know, 2-3 months, whatever. We had like a set dollar amount in the back of our heads. And you said, okay. And you said, so where is it? And I said, it's red carpet car wash. It's on Sepulveda and Marine. and you said,
we actually drove by it.
Me and
that
you.
one time.
Yeah. And I said, if you drive up Sepulveda, you can make a right on Marine. You're not going to be able to pull into it from Sepulveda. You're going to make a right on Marine and then you'll pull right in, which I thought was like I was like, okay, cool. This makes sense. And then you had to come back and go, or I can go down Marine and make a U-turn and turn into the car wash, which I was like, well, why would you do that? Just go my way, you know? And then it was like,
because why would I go? Because why would I take Sepulveda, which has way more traffic on it than Aviation? Why wouldn't I just take Aviation to Marine, turn left on Marine, go up to Sepulveda?
I don't know if you can make. I don't know if you can make. There. Yeah, I don't know if you can make a UE there. Anyway, it doesn't even matter.
You make me sound like I'm a fucking idiot, but I'm really not.
Helpless child. And then you said to me,
not quite.
Well, what do I do?
You want to help? Oh no! You know what?
Oh, who's calling? Is it? Can we put him on the podcast?
No, and I'm not answering it.
Who is it? Do I know him?
It's
God, that is like, get it away from the microphone, Jesus.
It's Terry Dickerson.
Terry?
Yeah, the only reason I didn't unplug the phone is because of
you were waiting for this call.
I'm waiting for a call from Allstate on my TV, which I'm sure we're going to probably talk about. That's another stupid issue.
So you get in. So I tell you the whole thing about the car wash, and then you go, what do I do when I get there? And it was
I'm sorry. I've never sat up. I'm going to tell you right now, I very rarely have used car washes. I've used the one up in PV.
Yeah, and this is going to blow you away. This is going to
take my mom and dad's car. And yes, you drive up to the place and you tell them what you want. They vacuum out the car and then they put it on the little things and it takes it through and then they pull it out and then they dry it. And believe it or not, Josh, they also do that thing where they put their hand up in the air.
And they wave you down. They say, you're ready. So, but you had like all these questions, like you had like never been to a car wash before, you know? And I'm like,
I've never been to that car wash before.
All right. Fair enough.
It's a new experience. And I'm going to tell you, as you get older, new experiences are a little scary.
A little frightening.
A little frightening.
So there was that, right? Which I kind of just felt like you were like, I don't know, you were kind of helpless. You called me the other day and then you said, I said, hey, and you said, are you home? And I said, yeah. And you said, well, my TV's broken. Right? My TV won't turn on.
My TV's not working.
It's not working.
No picture
and
no
said,
audio.
Yeah, I said, well, what's going on? So there's no picture. It's all black. So I ran you through the thing. I'm like, okay, so, did you try? But I fucking tried it. And then you were like angry about it. And
well, wait. Here's the thing. And this bothers me about you. When I get angry about something, I'm not angry at you.
Right, but
I'm angry about something. It's kind of like if you're out in traffic and somebody pulls out in front of you really fast and because you react angrily, are you angry at me because I'm sitting in the car with you?
I feel like you have a way.
I think you're way too fucking sensitive.
No, I just think that you have a way of like
I get angry.
The TV's broken, and of course the fucking TV's broken, and fucking TV's broken. Fuck, I knew this was going to happen. What a shitty TV you got me. Fuck you, Josh. Fuck you.
Okay, I didn't say one single bit of
You're
that.
a horrible son, you piece of shit. You got me a shitty television. I fucking hated it. I knew this was going to, and then you put your fist through it.
And then I said, "You motherfucker, you better get a replacement for me." And
you better.
Now.
Did you? And I said, "Oh, I got you the protection plan." I don't fucking know what the protection plan is. What the fuck, Josh? You're the bad son.
I swear to God, Josh, you bought it for me in December of 2018. I remember when you gave it to me. You gave me the receipt, and I thought it was with the booklet. Okay, and it seems to me that it was in like an oversized plastic. Baggy type thing. You know how they put that stuff in those protective type bags when they ship them in the box? Anyway, I remember you said, don't lose it.
Don't lose this. I got you I spent extra money to get you the protection plan.
Yeah. And so oh no, I won't lose it. So
you said no. Why would I lose it? I have a place. I put all my bags in my instruction manuals.
I have like 3 places. Well, now I have 4 because I created a file in my file cabinet.
Jesus Christ!
I know.
And then today you said you did. Today you go. I looked at all the spots that I put these kind of things, and it's not in any of them. Which leads me to believe that you probably said, "Oh, well, this is special. I'm going to put it in a new spot."
So there you
And
go.
who fucking knows where that is?
I'm going to give it its own spot. I'll tell you, when I die and you guys clean out the house, you'll find it. I swear you will.
You know what? I don't even want to, like, there's going to be so much shit.
Well, see, the good thing for you is that I spent most of the day Saturday night, and part of the day Sunday going through. Remember how there was that big shredding event? I thought I was like all done with all my shredding. It turns out I found a whole nother box and other shit. The problem is that you bought that TV for me in December of 2018. In January of 2019, I had my room painted, and then like 3 weeks after that, I had new carpet put in. My point is,
what if the receipt and the shit is like underneath the carpet?
No, it's not underneath the carpet. But my point is that I had to move. Everything had to be moved out of my room. So things went into boxes, things got misplaced, things that, where I'd normally put them, I didn't because I couldn't. So I'm still finding stuff there's still stuff that's missing that I know about. Like there's a $50 gift card that I can't find.
What is wrong? What is fucking wrong with you? Okay. So it
was in a specific place, but the specific place changed when I had to move all the furniture. All the drawers came out. Everything.
Good.
It's like
all right.
Fucking moving anyway.
So the whole TV thing is, so I'm running you through on the phone, and I'm looking at you, or I'm talking to you on the phone, and I'm telling you, okay, well, did you make sure the remote has batteries? Yes, the fucking remote has batteries. Did you check? Did you click settings? No, I didn't fucking click settings. The fucking television doesn't turn on. I didn't fucking click settings. What the fuck is settings? Did you?
God.
Okay.
Everybody out there must think I'm like the biggest bitch in the world.
No, because I don't deal with you. This is how, I would love for Maxine or Ellie to call in and be like, she was the same way in high school.
Yeah.
Like Maxine's like, hey Sandy, do you want to go have a couple 40s, a brown bag 40s
what the fuck
after school?
Are you talking about,
what the
bitch?
fuck do you, Maxine? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious right now? I only drink vodka. So then I said,
Bloody Mary mix.
I said, is all the wires plugged in the back? Yeah, the fucking wires are plugged in the back.
Yeah, you know what? And I don't say fuck after every.
You do. Like you were so, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, look. So then I'm Googling, right? Because I'm not a television expert, believe it or not. So I'm Googling. Okay, well, I'll just Google TCL television, black screen of death. And in my head, I'm thinking, well, Sandy could Google this.
I know, but you see, that's the other thing is that, I kind of feel like my father felt in the world of technology. Like, it's like sometimes I feel a bit inferior about those type of things. And I'll be honest, as I get older, it's like, I don't want to learn all this shit. It's like,
it's not even learning. It's not even learning.
It's overtaxing my brain.
It's just going to Google and typing something in and then checking. My favorite though was I look it up on Google and it says, 99% of all these televisions are all like very minimal now. So usually somewhere on the TV, there's like a small power button. Like a physical power button. An off-on button. So I'm reading this and I'm going, fuck. Who's this?
I can't believe
Is this Allstate? Take it on the air. Is it Allstate Insurance?
What's his name?
Oh, tell what's his name to fucking scram.
Should I take the call?
No, I'm talking. No, get the ring away from the microphone. It's so loud.
I wish there was a way to turn it off. There isn't.
So
that should be it.
So I tell you, so I'm reading this thing online and it says there's a power button on the TV. I said, go ahead and push the power button. And I think it was like something like, hold the power button down or whatever.
For like 30 seconds.
Yeah. And you go, well, there's no button. There's no fucking button.
Find a power button.
And I said, well,
Mom. Can't find a fucking power button.
I said, there's a button on the TV. No, there's not. I said, Mom.
I can't find a fucking power button.
I think what this is telling me is that some of these TVs. Hold on.
Do you know how I found it?
I said, some of these TVs have a power button, like maybe the lower right-hand side. Nope, not there. Not there.
No.
I said, okay. I said, well, run your hand along. No, Josh, there's no fucking power button. Okay. There's no power button. Just forget it. Just forget it. Okay. The TV's broken. I knew this was going to happen and you're a horrible son.
All right. I didn't say any of that, but that makes for a really good story. It makes me look like the biggest bitch in the fucking world.
How did you find... So is there a power button on your television?
There is a power button, and I'll tell you how I found it. I Googled it. I did.
But see...
After we got off the phone, I went and I Googled it. See, all you had to do was say, Mom, you could probably look this up on the computer. I didn't realize that all that info was there, to be honest with you.
On Google?
Well, yeah, I never thought about using it for that. That's the thing. That's why I kind of feel like, my dad probably felt like there was so many technological advances that were available to him, but because he was really out of touch with it, he didn't realize that, And then it was difficult to teach him because, he didn't really know that you could be taught those type of things.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel that there was, I think that weighed on it a lot. But I do feel like with both your parents, like as they got older, it was definitely not like it kind of passed them by, right? Like I feel like even like CD players and like it was kind of like DVD players, like nah, this is not how this is supposed to be,
Yeah, I mean, probably even VHS stuff. I mean, for all I know.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely weren't setting up to like tape a program, but
No, but I mean, our first TV was a black and white TV with a fucking dial that you had to click it to change the channel on it.
Click it before you stick it.
You had an off-on button and a volume button, and I think you could maybe adjust like the horizontal hold and a few of those things, but it was like brightness, but it was very minimal, and it was like that's. And for my parents, they were the first generation to really have televisions, probably. So, I mean, I don't think my grandparents had TVs when my dad was
probably your folks. So then it was funny because then it was like, so then I came over today because I had to stop by and we did the TV shuffle, where we moved some TVs around. And then we got it all set up, and then, you were kind of like, well, how do I turn the TV on?
I got fucking three fucking remotes. It's like enough.
And then my favorite was I said, you use this, you hit the power button. So you hit it and because it's like an older TV, so it takes a second to turn on. And then I just see you just keep fucking pushing the button over and over again. Like you're just turning it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on.
Well, here's the weird thing is that...
tell me why it's weird. Tell me the weird thing about it.
Well, that TV is in my bedroom, and I know that it takes a while before you see the W for Westinghouse. The TV that was in the living room that's no longer working is a TCL, and it's a Roku. And so you basically turn it on with the Roku remote, and it comes on right away. Like it was
It's a newer TV. It's a newer television.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the bedroom TV sitting in the living room, and for some reason, I'm thinking it should be coming on. I didn't hit it. Kind of like on Saturday when I went to turn on the TCL TV and nothing came on. How many times do you suppose I hit the button?
I can only imagine. I could only fucking imagine.
I was probably so fucking confused afterwards. It was like fucking unplug me, reset me.
Like if it wasn't broken then, it definitely was fucking broken.
Yeah. Well, thank God we called Costco today. I called Costco today.
Well, and then again, you did this whole thing where you're like, okay, well, can you look up the Costco phone number? And I'm like, I mean, what are your fucking fingers broken? Like, what's going on here? My favorite also was the other day, I think we've talked about it. Like I
asked you for your Costco membership number.
Right. And then
were you sitting at the computer and they said, is there a phone number there listed?
Yeah, I just think
I don't know. I mean, anyway.
And then you said, so the other day you said my favorite was...
Listen, I'm going to defend myself to my grave.
You said... we talked about you do the taxes. You do me and Sam's taxes, and it seems like there's other people now. And you should start a tax podcast. My Accountant Sandy.
Yeah, I don't know that much about it. I mean, I feel like there's probably deductions that everybody can take that they're not because I'm not aware of them. Like I wasn't aware of this, you could take, if you're self-employed, you could get a credit for sick time if you were out like with COVID or taking care of somebody with COVID. Wasn't aware of that. Yeah, totally found that out by accident. So that's the disadvantage to using my mom, Sandy, the accountant.
My Accountant Sandy.
And to be honest with you, I hate doing it because as I've gotten older and as it's gotten more complicated for you and your sister's taxes, I mean, you both have Schedule C's, business expenses, self-employment tax. It's like, fuck, you both get subsidies for health insurance. That has to be reconciled. It's fucked up. It just is. It's like, and you got to not just reconcile with the federal government, but now you have to reconcile that with the state of California because, we can't let a crisis go unused.
So my favorite was I pulled up. So you print all the PPF stuff, or not PPF, PDF. Yeah, you pull all the PDFs.
Who's crazy now?
I was like, what am I saying? Personal protection. Wait, PPE. Personal protection. Yeah.
Personal protected equipment.
PPF is something completely different. So.
I don't know what that is, but go ahead.
You were like, you pull up all these PDFs and you print them out, and then you write very, very tiny because they don't give you a lot of room on the tax forms.
Yeah.
So I looked at you and I said, well, you can just type the numbers right into the computer, and then you print it out with the numbers. And you go, I can just type it right there. I can just type it. I said, yeah. I said, it's a PDF. It's just, oh. I didn't know that. See? So is it? So we talked earlier today. We talked about the fact that it's almost like, I guess with older people, there is that thing where, you had all the answers, at some point, and then you get into a situation where you start losing it, right? And you don't know the stuff anymore. And
or maybe the stuff's just changed that much.
Well, right. So that's what I want to ask is that so, and then, so you had made the comment today, it's like, reverting back to childhood, right? Like,
well, that is my philosophy is that we are born as helpless children, and
then you go out as helpless children.
Exactly, but we're and very egocentric as well. We're the world revolves around us, and then we grow up and we kind of grow out of that, and we become more involved with people and life and blah blah blah. And as we get older, we kind of lose a little bit of that, and then we get to a certain age where we kind of revert back to childhood. So we revert back to how it was when we were like 12, and then how it was when we were like 4. I mean, my mother is, God bless her, she's a mess.
Yeah, but she's got some years on you. I mean, like, we talked about this.
She has a lot of years on me, but I'm going to tell you, I mean, when she was my age, I mean, you'd naturally, as you age, slow down. You just do. You're not, you just don't remember things as well. And who knows? Maybe I'm like pre-Alzheimer's.
I mean, I loved when you got your car. And I remember, I think you were helping me bring stuff over to my apartment, and I remember you like parking, and it was like the first time you've ever parked a car, and I was just like, okay, well, the backup camera.
No, it's the first time I've ever parked a car that big.
And you were like,
hello.
And you were like, the backup camera, okay. And I was like, so keep backing up, and that red line is going to tell you kind of when to stop. And you're like,
it's not red, it's yellow.
Oh, it's yellow. And I said the yellow, and you go, well, it was like, well, it's not moving. I said, no, the line's not going to move. You're moving.
Okay, in my defense, Maxine doesn't get it either. Maxine and I both talked about that. We've talked about that on a previous podcast. Her and I don't get that. We don't. I don't understand why it's so hard.
Why it's so hard to understand. There's a line. There's a camera. There's a line. You can't back your car up past the line. What makes it so difficult?
It would be better if it had a little alarm that went beep 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 beep.
I mean, some cars have that, but
I know that. As a matter of fact, before I got the CRV, I test drove a HRV, and it had all that stuff, and even the side cameras. So if you were like switching lanes or something,
was it the same year or was it a newer car?
It was probably a newer car.
Yeah.
It was cheaper. It was smaller.
I feel like you might have missed it by like a year. All those features,
Well, I also got the bare bones car, and it's all I could afford. Nobody started my need a new car because mine got stolen during the pandemic.
Rodman didn't put any money in towards that?
Page. No, nobody started my GoFundMe page. I still owe $5,000 on the car. If anybody wants to start the GoFundMe page. Anyway, yeah. So I do believe that we revert back to children.
And let me ask you, why is that? Like, is it because you had mentioned like several times, like the technology thing, like technology passing older people by, or, I mean, look, there's shit that I don't know how to, I'm 39 and there's stuff that the, 20-year-old kids are doing, 15-year-old kids are doing. And I'm like, I don't know what that is, and granted, I could probably learn it if I looked at it, but I have no reason to, start. Like I was talking to Sam the other day and I said, look, I don't even know what a fucking TikTok is. I don't have TikTok. I don't know how that works. I don't know, I said, but maybe Sam, I was like, maybe you make My Mom Sandy TikTok, I don't know.
Except I told her, except I don't really like the TikTok thing because I believe it's, you're not going to like this,
but
I believe it was owned by China, and I think they were, there was talk that they were monitoring, that anytime you had that TikTok app on your phone, that they were monitoring you. They were monitoring your movements and all this crap that you were doing with your phone, purchases, all that kind of stuff. I just don't, it's like I called a stock place the other day and I had to, they had to send me a text message or email with a code, verification code. So I'm like cool with that, but,
are you cool with that?
I'm cool with that.
You're pretty cool. They said, hi.
But they wanted to know
Sandy?
if I wanted to do a voice, recognition thing, so that the next time I call in, the system will recognize my voice. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. No.
Hi, Miss Sandy.
No.
Is it possible for us to send you a verification code through email? Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool. That's cool. So yeah, I do believe that one of the issues is that technology changes. I believe as we get older that we slow down mentally. I think that's just the natural progression. I mean, I don't have the memory that I used to have.
No,
I can't remember where that fucking receipt is, but
what did you ask me? You asked me earlier, you go about the car wash. You said, do I get out of the car? And I said, no, you stay in, you do a ride with them.
Well, again, the gas station that's a block and a half away has a little pull-through car wash. It's like $5 or $6. Maybe it's $7 or $8 now. And you drive your car through. You stop the car. The brushes come. They do the clean. They do the rinse. And then you get out and let it drip dry.
Wait, how does it? Wait. Remind me. How does it work? How does the car wash work?
You drive it in.
Okay.
And you stop your car at a certain point,
put
on your brake, and then the water comes and gets the car wet, squirts the soap, the brushes come and they brush it, then they rinse it, then they air dry it, and then you go out and you let it drip the rest of the way dry because it's not dry.
Horrible.
It's never dry. Yeah. So anyway, So in that instance, you actually stay in your car. And I believe when you were a kid, there was one that we went to where you stayed in your car because we used to have fun doing that.
Yeah, I mean, there are still drive-through car washes.
So I mean, it's not such a stupid question.
No,
okay?
but I think, when it's like, hey, get this unlimited wash pass, go to the car wash place. Like, I don't know. To me, it's like, this is some next level. This is a nice car wash place. This is not the place of like, here, let's ride this through and leave with it wet,
Well, listen, when you have a 1993 Honda station wagon,
you don't even give a shit. You don't even care.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you wait for it to rain to wash it.
Was there a point with that car where you were like, I just don't fucking care anymore?
Well, yeah, I would wash it when I had to go, do a job or something, but I mean, I was embarrassed because the paint job looked really bad. I mean, the paint had, what is it called? Galvanized?
I think it's Propecia.
It's called. Propecia paint. That's right.
But wasn't it? Alopecia. It's alopecia paint.
Alopecia. There you go.
But was there a time in which, like you got the car at 93? You guys got a new or a year old or something?
No, it was used. We got it in 98.
Okay, 98. So was there a point in which, I don't know, was it like 2004 or something where you were just like, I'm fucking over it. Like I'm not washing the car anymore. Or did you never really take good care of it? Cause you're like, you're a beast with your CRV. You're not even, it gets a couple specks of dust. Like today, you're like, I got to wash it. It's got some dust on it.
And it had some like bird poop on it, on the window, the front window and the side window. It looked like maple syrup. I don't know. It was weird.
That's disgusting.
So yeah, I know. I had to get it off. It was like, no, I can't live with that. I don't know what that is. Anyway, no. I don't remember that I was crazy about washing my car. I don't think I ever was. But again, I haven't ever spent as much money on a car as I spent for this one. And seriously, like I look at it and I think, oh, look, there's the scrape on the bumper that I didn't like. And there's that little place right there that, somebody touched up the paint and it looks like crap. That's what happens when you buy a used car. But, I don't like it.
Okay, fair enough.
Spent a lot of money. In my book, spent a lot of money.
Yeah. All right. So you think, to go back to the whole gist of this is that you becoming more childlike is a product of technology passing you by and potentially the brain just getting ready to shut down.
Yes, and you should be prepared for worse. This is where it becomes payback time. If we have enough fans, maybe they can come and take care of me. Yeah. We could switch off shifts.
Could you imagine?
Rodman could come for like 4 hours a day.
Like Rodman's coming
for like 4 hours.
Rodman's
a day.
coming like Monday and Wednesdays. I come on Tuesdays. Sam drives down every Friday to take care of you. Bonnie's on Thursdays.
There you go. Perfect. There, I'm all set. I can live forever. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. I think it's a combination of the two. Again, you're just, and people age differently, people, and especially, their mental process. Like I have somebody that I went to high school with that I think had early onset Alzheimer's, and she died years ago.
Was that Dr. Death?
So, no, oh. Dr. Death has not died yet. He just killed his wife. That's all.
Got it. Perfect.
Yeah.
My favorite is when you do things like this. Like you'll say shit like you'll go, oh, I need to. You go, oh, Josh. Oh, what was I gonna? I don't remember. I was gonna tell you something. I don't know.
You don't know what it's like to be me. I've got so many fucking things going on in my head.
Well, and then you do, and then I love it. You do the. You also do the thing
because here's the thing: as I try to do, like today, I gave you 2 pieces of mail. I try to put things like if I and I just had to order something for my mom off Amazon, which you just did for me over the phone. I meant to tell you that today, and I know it's like if I don't write stuff down.
Yeah, so I was gonna say you have a whole, and we've talked about it. You have a whole like multi-pad note-taking system where like you write, you have to take notes throughout your day. And then I joked with you today, like, oh, you should get like, because you were like having to write. Okay, so I turned the power on this remote. Okay, Westinghouse remote, right? And then
I didn't write that
source
down.
HDMI.
I know, you're like, what are you writing down? What was I writing down? It wasn't that. It was.
I think I was. Oh, I know. Because you said, well, what car wash should I get? And I said, well, here's the packages. It's Premier Plus. It's like Ceramic Shield or Showroom Shine. And you were like, okay. And we talked to the Premier Plus might work best for your car. And you go, okay, Premier Plus. And I said, fuck, are you writing it down? So I don't want to forget. And I was like,
no, I know, but that's different. Again, I've never been to that car wash. I'm not familiar with it. As far as turning on the fucking remotes, I think I could figure that out.
Could you imagine?
If I can't, then I'm way far worse off than both of us think.
Could you imagine getting up to the car wash, right? You pull up, and they're like,
I don't know where I am.
No. And they're like, can we help you? And you're like,
I don't know.
And you're like, yeah, could you just tell me the packages? And it's like, oh, ma'am, I can't. I'm sorry. If you don't already know, I'm sorry. I can't help you out.
Well, it's kind of interesting to see the difference. I mean, where I'm not feeling like under pressure, you know, like, oh my God, should I get the $59.99 or the $64.99? I don't know which to get.
Ma'am, you
oh
can
my
pick,
God, what's
ma'am,
the difference?
You can pick Premier Plus, Ceramic Shield, or Showroom Shine, and you have 25 seconds to make the decision. So go
really,
now.
what the fuck is a ceramic seal, and what is a showroom shine? I just don't know. Oh my God, help me.
They pull other cars up. They pull other cars up that have already had it done to show.
I mean, what the fuck is, and showroom shine is what?
I would imagine it's how the car looks when you buy it. It's on the showroom.
Like $70? Is that like $70 a month?
Yeah, I think it's like $70 a month.
Most expensive.
That's the expensive one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. You know, what's the difference between? I mean, my car fucking shines. It shines, but it only stays that way for like maybe 30 minutes,
and then you take it back.
It's got dust.
You drive out of there. You go around the block, come back. I picked up a couple dust particles. Can we do another showroom shine?
Really, I'm gonna get my money's worth out of this. You
said
I could come anytime.
I'm Sandy. You might have remembered me from about 10, 15 minutes ago. Anyway, I was going down Marine and I hit a puddle, and I feel like there's maybe some particles on the car now. Can we run it through again?
Really, the bird just crapped on my window. I need a whole new car wash, please. Listen, if someone else is doing it and I'm paying and I can go every day, then, you know. I mean, it's
with this
not particularly convenient. It's kind of a ways away.
Jesus. I know, so far. So are you going to do it every day? Is that the plan?
No, God, no.
Every other day?
Probably once a week.
Okay.
Unless I'm like, you know, unless the car gets exceptionally dirty.
I mean, I feel like it's a bargain. I mean, if you go, I mean, what is like I think the one we were looking at was like 35 or 39.
No, it was like 50. It's 59.
Was 59? Oh yeah, it's 59. I think it's 35 for a single wash. But then it's like 50.
It's $29.99 for a single wash.
No, that was the very, very bottom that didn't have the monthly plan. I'm talking about the Premier Plus. I think that was like 35.
Oh, okay.
For that single wash of the Premier Plus. Yeah. And then monthly it was 60.
No, it's 59.
Yeah, 59. Yeah. So I mean, you go twice and it's more than made up, you know. I think you should go twice a week. I say go twice a week. Like really live it up. Like make sure they know you. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but now you see what you don't realize. I mean, what do I got to tip them every time I go?
Yeah, tell them it's fucking. Just say
$3.
Just say this one's on you guys today. I'll get you next time. Do that one. Do that. That's a good line.
That's the thing is, if I'm going to be a really shitty tipper, then you don't really want them to know me because word will get around amongst the workers.
I've had clients.
She's a shitty tipper.
I've had clients do that. Clients go, oh, you know what? I'm going to get you next time. You know, so you just so practice it. I'm gonna have to get you next time.
And do they do that?
Some do. The good ones do. I've had other people that I'm just like, I'm never gonna get that you know, that $4 for the fucking Snickers candy bar. I'm never gonna get that back. You know.
It's kind of like when I went into business and people used to. I would be doing a job and people would come up to me and they'd take my business card and they just loved the coffee setup and blah 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 and we have parties all the time. I'm going to call you. You're gonna, you know, I want you to do some jobs for me. You know, my dad's birthday, whatever. You know, and I'd like go home thinking, wow, you know, I just got like 2 or 3 jobs from this one job tonight.
Never hear from
anybody ever called? No, you never fucking hear from them. And it was like after a while, it was like. People would start saying stuff like that, and I just look at them. I felt like saying, yeah, whatever, you know. Never said it, but I did. I felt like it was like, okay, blow some more smoke up my butt because I know I'm never going to hear from you. And in most cases,
they do that at the car wash too, by the way.
Do they?
Yeah, if you get out.
Well, I don't want to be known as the bad tipper because then they won't.
No. I'm saying if you go, you get the Premier Plus or above, you get out, they'll actually blow some smoke up your ass.
Oh, cool.
They clean it out. They clean that out for you too.
Hey, I don't know that I want anybody up there cleaning out stuff.
They're nice.
I think I can do that. I think I can do that on my own.
It's questionable.
So far, so good.
Good. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's all I got. So it's just to recap, you're turning into a child because of technology and mental issues.
That's right.
Okay. Good.
I know. How long are you going to embarrass my ass by? But by the way, you know, we haven't spoken about COVID. You know, the CDC has said now we can all be outdoors if we're vaccinated without masks.
Not me.
What do you mean, not you? You won't go outdoors without a mask?
No, I mean, I'm not really, I don't think, I don't,
Oh, you don't wear a mask when you like go hiking and shit, do you?
No, but I mean, I'm by myself, or I'm like, if I'm in any sort of, like I had to pick up something in Venice the other day down on Abbot Kinney and like parked the car, got out of the car and like I had a mask on the whole time, like you're walking by people. It's,
well, I would do that as well. But you can have, gatherings like you told me you're getting together with some friends to play music on Friday.
But they're also, vaccinated. They're all vaccinated. So I feel like it's,
But so life's kind of getting back to normal is my point.
Babe, not in India. Not in India, it's not.
No, India is really bad. As a matter of fact, there's a couple from the 90 Day Fiancé show that live in India, and they had an Instagram post a week or so ago saying that they both had COVID. So I don't know.
Yeah, what was it?
They're doing one of
them. They were
them,
like 350,000.
Jenny and Sumit.
Oh yeah. Jenny's regretting that decision.
And she's like 64, so she's
this is not good.
High risk category.
What is it? 350,000 cases a day, I think.
Yeah, but they have like 1 billion people. I don't even know what that looks like. 1 billion fucking people.
There's a lot of people.
I mean, we only have 350 million here in the States.
Yeah, so triple it almost.
Ay. Do they have much more land than we do? I mean, it doesn't look like like that on the map.
I've not been there, so I don't know. I don't know how much land India has. That's a question. That's a good question for Google.
Really, Google, answer me, goddammit. Yeah. All right. Oh, and didn't you tell me that the Gates are getting divorced? The latest news?
That's breaking news for today. Bill.
Yeah.
And
by tomorrow, when everybody hears it, it'll be old shit. But yeah, I wonder who will get the
who gets control of all the chips that they put in us? Probably Bill.
Well, it's Bill Gates that's doing that cloud thing.
Yeah, so I don't know what that is. I haven't looked that up, and that's way too much of a thing to get into at this point in the podcast.
I don't want to get into it, but you should look into it because it's very interesting. Okay. I mean, it's an interesting concept, but it's also a bit scary that we're playing with our environment in such a way that could be damaging.
I saw something a couple weeks ago about the first human mixed with monkey embryo. And I was like, well, that's probably not something we should be playing with, I just can't wait for us to get eaten alive by half human, half monkeys,
Well, yeah, and on top of that, look at where we've got this chain of function studying, viruses and shit, and look what's happened. We've created COVID-19 somewhere, somehow, and yeah, I mean, it's not a good thing for us to start playing around with all sorts of shit that we really don't know, what the consequences are going to be. We could wipe out civilization.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Look, I would bet money on the fact that when civilization gets wiped out, it's going to be because of us. It's not going to be like, oh, this volcano. It'll be like, oh, the volcano that we made because we were mixing humans and monkey hybrids, and then we were turning the clouds to dark.
Listen, I'm waiting for the environmentalists to come out against the electric car, because once everybody has electric cars, I've told you this before. I can just visualize this, up on the grapevine here in California. That it gets during the winter months, it gets foggy and icy and snowy, and I can just see a 10-car pileup, which is not unusual, of all electric cars, all on fire.
Just going back to that worst case scenario. Well, don't get electric cars. Why? Well, because if there's a 10-car pileup on the freeway with your electric car, they're all going to catch fire.
Well, I'm wondering because I've read before they got to get a box and they got to drop a box on top of it to smother out the fire. So, excuse me, do we have a box? That's that would be the business to go into. Didn't we talk about this?
Car boxes.
Yeah. Electric car fireboxes.
Okay, I'm gonna have you look that up. You look that up and You let me know what you find.
I have not looked that up, but I'm sure there's not that many people. But but somebody could be on board with it, like maybe Tesla. Probably Elon Musk already has the patent for the box.
Like you see, like a Tesla helicopter come in and just drop the Tesla box on top of the electrical fire.
Yeah. He gets you hooked to the car, and then he takes care of you afterwards.
Perfect.
He's like, yeah, well, don't worry, we're going to take care of that fire. I mean, I just, a fire that burns for days, I don't know. Anyway, and my other concern with all electric cars.
We know all your concerns about everything.
Where do we get the electricity? Where do we get the electricity?
I know. Where does it come from?
We can't even keep everybody's power on hot days in the state of California.
Bad news bears.
We have to have power outages, rolling power outages. So it's like, what the fuck? I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't seem feasible because nobody's producing more electricity. Are we going to produce it with windmills or solar power? Because we're not.
You're gonna have to go to Google on that one, Sandy. Oh, are we gonna? We're gonna produce it with windmills?
Well, we're not producing it with nuclear power because they're closing all those plants down. Which, to be honest with you, I never, I like the energy they supply, but I don't like the risks that they present. So, I'm not really against shutting down the nuclear, but you have to have something else that that will take over those power needs. And I don't see that here in California. I don't know. But maybe Google knows something more. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I think you should look it up on Google.
We're back to you next week.
Perfect. Love it. Love it. Fantastic.
All right, cool. So Cinco de Mayo on Wednesday. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Yep. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy birthday to Dad. And if you guys need to get a hold of us, you guys can find us on Instagram at My Mom Sandy Podcast. You guys can shoot us an email, mymomsandypodcast@gmail.com. If you have something to say or you have a topic you would like us to talk about. And is there something else I'm supposed to be saying? We have new episodes every Tuesday, but sometimes we don't.
Paige is having her baby tomorrow.
Oh, that's good.
Happy baby day, Paige.
Maybe she'll wait until Wednesday.
No, I think she said she's scheduled for a C-section.
Oh, maybe they'll keep her there and they'll wait until Wednesday.
But it's funny because Nancy Neighbor has 2 grandchildren, Lily and Cooper, and their birthdays are on May 5th as well.
Well, happy birthday to Lily and Pooper.
As is your father's.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, happy birthday to Lily and Cooper. Although they won't listen because they're. I know. We were talking about that once. They named their kids this. Nancy Neighbor's daughter and son-in-law named one of their sons Cooper, and one of their sons is named Tucker. So Nancy and I were both talking about, those are just weird names like Cooper Pooper, Tucker Fucker. I mean, they're just names you can play around with as, school kids when we do stuff like that. They're good names for that. Bad names for kids, to be teased about.
It's going to be a long road ahead for them.
I know. And they're only like, I don't know, maybe they're 5. So, yeah, they got a ways to go. Anyway, you got to think about shit like that before you name your kids something weird.
Like Pooper and Fucker.
Yeah.
Fucker. I just met her. Anyway.
I'm not going to fuck her. I just met her. That's
okay.
Cute.
That's all I got.
All right, so we're good to go. I guess we'll see everybody next week, and I guess vaccines are open to everybody. So if you so desire to be vaccinated, please do so. Help yourself to an appointment. Don't call my mom Sandy because she can't help you with them. But that's it. All right, very good.